ルフィならなんとかするでしょ。
ナミさん厳しい。
暑いのダメだ。一人で行かせるわけにはいかないからね。何も。なるほどね。いくわよ。毎度あり。
Alright, I guess this would be the second part to the previous video, that being the cat burglar once again from the Straw Hat crew, Nami with her long hair and post-time skip design from the anime One Piece, made by Dragon Studio. While I think it's cool the studio puts both versions of the statues on the box, it does give me some anxiety since there could be a chance they send me the wrong one. In this case, what if I got two of the same statues since I bought both versions? Thankfully, that wasn't the case. The first thing I had to check out was the head sculpt, because I knew this one would be heavier due to the hair, and my suspicions were right. It came in slightly damaged unfortunately, as the top piece of her head and a string of the hair to the side both snapped off. I don't mind the string since it really isn't noticeable, but the top part really bothered me since it's clearly visible. Other than that, loved how the face expression turned out much better than the short hair version, and the rest of the hair came out beautiful. You'll see the results of my attempt to fix it later. Here's the first arm, as it has a pearl bracelet on. This one also comes with a card, having a picture of the statue. Then comes the swimsuit, both the top and bottom parts. As you would guess if you watched the previous video, it is also a cast-off statue. And this is a log pose I believe, which is slightly inaccurate, since Nami after the time skip would have the 3 log pose variants, well at least after the Fishman Island arc. And a little random tree with white coconuts I guess. Now for the base itself, as it has sand from a beach similar to the short hair version, but I like how this one turned out far more, having little shellfish details and a beach ball to the side. Here's a little canister of something called the Wild Blue. Don't know what it is exactly, but it's a cool little detail. And finally for the main body itself. Unlike the last one, I didn't really want to show too much for this one, since I wouldn't know how YouTube would take that. I've mentioned before that a video was removed once because of a cast-off statue, but you get the idea, it's a naked Nami. I like the coloring of the shoes given to this one, and it needs to be connected for both feet into the base. Couldn't record the parts where I placed the swimsuit on because it was incredibly difficult to do so. Wish the studio found a way to make it easier to put on and remove them because the swimsuit pieces are fragile. I did have some trouble with the can as well, until I discovered it's held up by a magnet on the hand. Here's the result of my fixing skills. It came out very sloppy, but better than leaving it broken, I guess. The statue from the base to the head is roughly 19 inches in height, similar to the short hair version. Now I'll display the completed statue, and I'll say right now, I think this version is far superior to the short hair version. From the pose, to the face expression, the outfit, and even the base. The cost for each of the statues was $324 USD, with the shipping being $115, and that's where both statues included. This statue is actually based off a color chapter from the manga, that being chapter 916, as it has the straw hats and the beach. Would have loved a statue of this Robin in this outfit as well. Nami is one of my favorite straw hats, so I'm glad to finally have an amazing statue as this one to show off my admiration. Gotta say, getting these 1/4 scale size statues and figures is pretty addicting, because I would love to eventually get a Robin and maybe even a boa one of this size and quality. The base of this version is better than the short hair one because it's more detailed rather than a simple square, and it takes up less space. Also, the ball and the tree detail really gives it the beach vibe. And I think the swimsuit outfit is far more appealing to the eyes than the short hair version. Quick random note, but I actually prefer Nami's pre-time skit design with her short hair for the most part. However, the long hair has grown on me over the years. And speaking of hair, loved how the studio sculpted Nami's hair, and the painting job is superb. And before I reach the end of this video, I decided to gather up all the Nami figure and statues that I bought so far, mostly because I don't know if I'll ever get another one, since it'll be hard to beat these two, unless one comes out in her egghead outfit. I do have a total of 6 Nami figures, which is now the most I own for the same character. Nice. And I reached the picture section. Thankfully nothing was too damaged since this was really expensive, and this long hair version is easily my favorite Nami statue I've bought, with the second being probably the 3-sword style I got, and the third being the one made by IU Studio. Hope you enjoyed, and see you for the next one.
けじゃないのよ。流行の最先端を行くショッピングモールに巨大なスパ、そして